Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Firing quickly here. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go up.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry for Najee Harris. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the... And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now the rookie's three. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Off play action, Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to third and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Jackson. All right, rifles 1, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Adafe Owe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he gets it down to the 32.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They pitch it to Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Isaiah Likely in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
88 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Harris running straight ahead. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run again with Harris. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now Pickett on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dobbins trying the left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A give up the middle to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. One final shot for Pickett. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Come alive in the dark. and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Ay, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
We never had touchdown.